Oh, what's up, nerds? Back with another video. A very special, I cannot wait to make this video. We have been streaming this whole setup, so feel free, if you want to go back, check the VOD. Everything that we've done, every link, everything is all there. Streamed it all live. What are we at right now? We're at, like... How many hours is this? Let's see. We are at hour 3 hours and 10 minutes of putting all this shit together because I got called out by a YouTuber named Dark Brandon, who made a video that was originally called the most intellectual farts on the internet, or something along those lines, and then he changed the title to Another Confused Soul Justifying Elon's Salute. And so he said a lot of stuff in this video, obviously used my video as the inspiration, and so let's go ahead and respond, because I made a video where I reacted initially just off the cuff, but I had audio issues because I stream and I just never have audio turned up. So apparently his viewers said that was a conspiracy to me to not address his video because I had his volume turned down. So that shit's turned all the way up. We got 3 hours and 10 minutes of shit we gonna go through, baby. So I hope you enjoy, because I know all y'all gonna hate this shit. I know you gonna hate it. So let's take a watch, a listen. Dark Brandon, let's fucking go, baby.
Hey there, folks. Hope you're doing well today. You know, today we wanted to look at a video of someone on the right who's out there fighting for us on the left. The video we're gonna look at is titled, Have Pity on People Living in Denial, Don't Hate on Them. Also, we feel like we need to warn you, this guy's on an exercise bike, but it's really that get up in the morning and defend Elon doing a salute energy. Not only that, but this video was shot just 2 days ago, which makes it very close to 2 weeks after Elon did the salute. So this guy's, a little late to the game to defend such bad behavior, but let's hear these...
All right, so first off, it's funny how he goes on later to say I'm projecting and I'm delusional. Well, let's skip ahead a little bit later in the video. So at 4 minutes and 50 seconds, right, he does a little creative editing. So let's see what happens. Don't worry, we're going to go back and watch the whole video, but you'll see why this is important. It's incredible how they're brainwashed.
Oh, my friend.
Oh, and he cuts it right there. I wonder what happens after he cuts it. Well, let's take a look at the actual video and let's see what happens. Huh, it's weird. There's another 3 minutes of this video. I wonder what happens in those 3 minutes after he cuts. It's incredible how they're brainwashed. It's like, I was just watching this. What spawned this was this Aussie Man Reviews. What spawned this was this Aussie Man Reviews. This is Aussie Man Reviews video. I sold my Tesla Model 3 because of an Elon Musk salute. And if you look at when that was posted, if you can't see clearly on the YouTube down here, I took a little screenshot. It was posted on January 28th. And just in case that wasn't, I zoomed in a little bit more for you. So January 28th, he posted that video. And when did I post my video? Oh, January 28th. So am I the one late to the party? Or is Aussie Man Reviews the one late to the party? But of course, that's, I wake up every day and I just want to slurp down Elon Musk. So, hey, I mean, right? It's not like there's facts that prove him otherwise. I'm the delusional one. I'm obviously the crazy delusional tweaker. So let's continue on and see what other gems he's got.
Really good insights he's going to have.
Ooh, what's up, nerds? Back with another video on the bike, because this is how I start all of my mornings now. And anyway, this video is talking. So notice how he does another little creative cut right there. And what he cuts out is me talking about how it's a preparation for the workday and part of the routine as part of keeping myself productive. But no, I mean, hey, we'll ignore that. Let's just keep going, moving on. He just wakes up with that suck glorp Elon down energy. Let's continue. About the Elon Musk Nazi salute, right? And how people have just been so blinded by all of the noise and static that's being presented to them by all of these different social media companies, all of these different news networks, all of these people, right? Because everyone's convinced that Elon Musk is a Nazi. And because they've been given this rhetoric that Trump is a Nazi, so when Elon does this gesture, right, despite the full context of the clip, he does this gesture, it just perfectly slots right into their narrative. Despite the fact that everything to the opposite seems to say that he's not. And it's funny how these people, if you'd consider them, you say, oh, well, I'm a good person. I know a good person would go with this. And my flip side is that, oh, well, a good person, in my opinion, would be able to give someone the benefit of the doubt, would be able to do more than 10 minutes of the most basic level of research to see that, oh, if Trump is a Nazi, how come every single one of his speeches, he talks about bringing the country together? How about, sorry for that fart. Got to get it all out while I'm on the bike, you know? Get it all out in the morning.
Now,
Important to note, he cuts that part right there at the, before I can explain anything of the fart, he cuts that out again. But again, I'm the delusional one. I'm the one who's projecting. I'm the one not living in reality. He's the one just cutting my video creatively and not mentioning any of those things. So let's listen to what he has to say now about the 10 minutes of research.
everybody knows the people who fart on the internet are the most credible.
Thank you.
I think this only builds to his credibility. So let's break down.
If you think my farts build to my credibility, just wait until you keep watching the rest of this video.
Some of what he says. He says, when Elon does this gesture, despite the full context of the clip, fits perfectly into this slot in their narrative. And he also talks about doing 10 minutes of research. And so again, when we take into the title, have pity on people living in denial, don't hate on them. There is a lot of projection going on here. Again.
Yeah. A lot of projection coming from the guy who started off his video specifically cutting out at context that proves him wrong so that he could make derogatory jokes about me, when literally if you continued playing the video 2 seconds after he cut it, you would learn that it's the exact opposite. But I'm the delusional one. I'm the one projecting. Yeah, okay, so let's keep listening.
10 minutes of research would show you that Elon Musk is funding far-right groups in the upcoming European election. 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that it was fast forward. Let's just Elon Musk is funding far-right groups, is what he said. If you didn't hear it.
Going on here. Again, 10 minutes of research would show you that Elon Musk is funding far-right groups in the upcoming European election.
So specifically, what he's talking about is Elon Musk promoting Germany specifically, right? So let's go ahead and listen to CNN. What's CNN talking about, right? Because they're reputable, right? They're CNN. They are the news.
I do not say it lightly when I think the future of civilization could hang on this election. So when something is so important, you really need to say, okay, you got to go all out to convince people to vote for AfD.
The far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, kicked off its election campaign here in the eastern German town of Halle an der Saale with a flurry of speeches, including by the party leader Alice Weidel. And they're hoping to get their campaign supercharged with the help of U.S. billionaire Elon Musk. He did make a surprise appearance here at the party conference via video link, where he said that he continues to support the AfD. He called for less migration in Germany. He also called for Germany to close its borders and to do more for German citizens, things that we've heard from Elon Musk in the past. Now,
and also he's heard
the AfD,
in Trump.
she thanked Elon Musk for his support. Of course, the two are known to be quite close. They have done a video link with one another before. She also wished Donald Trump and his vice president, J.D. Vance, all the best. And one of the things that we can see is that many of the positions of the Trump administration are also positions that the AfD has as well. For instance, they say they want to close Germany's borders. They say they want to deport more people from Germany as well. Now, we know that other politicians in Germany, including from the German government, have called what Elon Musk is doing by supporting the AfD meddling in the German election process. A lot of them have vowed not to work with the AfD. However, the AfD itself right now is riding high in the polls, and after the election coming up in February, could be one of the strongest political forces here in this country.
So thank you very much, CNN. Covered a lot of stuff. Exactly like he says, you notices the parallels between Germany and the States, mainly immigration, closing borders and getting migrants out. And so let's see. So this is specifically another. Schultz says Musk's backing of right wing in Europe is disgusting. Anti-immigration, anti-Islam, AfD is labeled as right-wing by German security service, but is currently polling second in nationwide surveys before the upcoming snap election in the country, where debate on immigration magnified after a string of violent attacks by foreign-born suspects. Interesting. And here's another thing, an important note, which CNN didn't mention, but was another talking point, is talk about how Elon... the Germans need to get over their guilt about like the whole Nazi stuff. Very similar to how in the States, white people need to get over slavery, right? Which is, similar parallels idea. So I just wanted to point those out. Even though Brandon didn't do it, I think I wanted to give him a little bit of extra steps, help him out, because I'm the delusional one, right? So he noted that children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, let alone their great-grandparents. And I just wanted to make sure, one, that was included, and two, because it's something that we're going to bring up afterwards. And importantly, because, a lot of his Dark Brandon commenters, I'm just scrolling around on TikTok, right? I've got what do I know? I'm just a delusional tweaker. I don't know anything, right? So let's go to the Economic Times. And let's go direct to the Twitter space with Musk and her name. It starts with an A. Damn. Alice Vidal, right? And so it's got these great timestamps at the bottom. And if you click 3404, AfD is the opposite of the Nazi Party. So let's listen to what they have to say about all of this Nazi far-right stuff. Because, hey, if we're all believing with our eyes and we're seeing with our eyes and listening with our ears, well, then let's, get some first-hand sources.
Now, there's a lot of the media wants to portray AfD as far-right, as somehow associated with Nazism or something like that. Perhaps you could address that concern, because people, when they hear sort of right wing in Germany, they naturally have a bit of a negative reaction.
Yes, thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to, since I'm a economist, I would like to shed some light on the idea, when we talk about Hitler, on the idea of the National Socialists. Back then, during the Third Reich, the National Socialists, as the word says, they were socialists.
Yeah,
Adolf
very
Hitler
much so. They nationalized industries like crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was a communist, and he considered himself as a socialist. So what they did, they state funded then the private companies, and then they asked for taxes, huge taxes, and then also wait a second, I need to ask the word now, verstaatlichen.
She's getting a translation.
Yeah, nationalize the entire industry. You said that before, and the biggest success the biggest success after that terrible era in our history was to label Adolf Hitler as right and conservative. He was exactly the opposite. He wasn't a conservative. He wasn't a libertarian. He was a communist, socialist guy.
Yeah.
So full stop, no more comment on that. And we are exactly the opposite. We are a libertarian, conservative party. And see, look at this during during the discussion of this terrible Hamas attack on Israel. So only the leftish Palestinians, they criticize the policies here. So you have a deeply vested anti-Semitism within the leftish movement. And it was always that case. Why? And Adolf Hitler, he also played with that. He played with the envy of people. Jewish people have been highly educated, very cultivated, and they were successful. There were wealthy people back in Germany then. And then he enforced the envy of the population against these people. And it was a socialist measure taken against them. Look at Stalin, look at the Soviet Union under Stalin, the very same thing. So he was nothing else than an anti-Semitic socialist.
Yeah.
And we are exactly the opposite. We are a libertarian conservative party. We are wrongly framed the entire time. And we would like to free the people of the state. I want to have independently thinking people, self-confident people. I would like to have a state that is minimized to his functions, and letting the people having their freedom of speech, freedom of wealth also, like generating wealth. With these obnoxiously high taxes, the state erodes the backbone of wealth, right? So the people are not able to accumulate wealth that make them independent from the state.
Right.
So I would like to have independently thinking, well-educated people who have the freedom to form their own opinion. I want to have strong leaders in Germany. I don't want to have stupid, weak leaders as we had in the last couple of years, because these people cannot think straightly. And they're a big danger. Look at the war in Ukraine now.
Oh, so they go talk about the war in Ukraine, but she describes the history and talks about the National Socialist Party and how Hitler nationalized all these different things and how they want to bring independent, strong capitalists, strong independent people, strong individual Germans to the top through free speech and all of this. And that is somehow Nazism. And I thought that this would be another good thing to bring up. So this is translated. This is Welt.de politics. It's translated into English. And it goes down, if you scroll down to the bottom, because they talk about closing their borders, immigration, and things like that. So I thought we would look at a German article and what they say. So let's see. It's down here. Almost a third of these, more than 40,000 crimes, were so-called brutal offenses, including robbery, assault, coercion, threats, reenactment, forced marriage, hostage taking, human trafficking. Last year, too, every fifth crime committed by immigrants and asylum seekers accommodation, 21.8% was committed in Bavaria. And if we go down even further, here we go. Of them, PKS identifies 46,000 victims who are immigrants. That's an increase in 5.1% in 2016. So, or do I have it further down? There was another, well, there it is. Boom. According to this, around 11,000 immigrants were registered as victims of a crime. Citizenships in Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, and Nigeria dominate perpetrators and victims. So it's not like they're just coming up with this out of nowhere. This is statistics, but God, obviously they're all just a bunch of racist, fascist Nazis. So what's the next point he brings up?
10 minutes of research would show you that Elon's parents were Nazi sympathizers.
Okay, so Elon Musk's parents are Nazi sympathizers. So Rolling Stone did this article in 2017, Elon Musk, the Architect of Tomorrow, where Elon talks about his relationship with his father. And so Rolling Stone grayed out this article, but when you copied and pasted it, you could see everything in the article. So I've copy and pasted and have the article here, right? And so, whoops, I actually want to approve of that change. Boom. So let's read it. There was another side to Musk's father that was just as important to making Elon who he is. He was a terrible human being. You have no idea. His voice trembles and he discusses a few of those things, but doesn't go into specifics. My dad will have a carefully thought out plan of evil. He will plan evil. And he talks about Elon Musk's, in the article, Elon Musk begins to cry as he talks about how evil his father was and how formative it was to have an evil father like him so that he would not become that. And it's funny how Brandon uses that as oh, well, obviously his parents are bad, he must be bad. And that is why I brought up the important quote over here. Children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, let alone their great-grandparents. Because as someone, this is just personal speaking myself, as someone who was beat by his father and knows how that developed me as a person, I make it my life goal to break that cycle and to not become my father and to not put physical violence on people. So just saying that argument of like, oh, well, his dad's a Nazi, so it's obviously he's a Nazi. I guess he's never heard of breaking the cycle. He's never heard of, child trauma and how that can influence people. So let's hear another one of his 10 minutes of research.
10 minutes of research would show you that Elon Musk has acquired and built one of the largest platforms for spreading hate. And not only that, but again...
Okay, so let's talk about this Elon Musk. We've got this November 27th, 2024. Twitter is dead. Elon Musk X is a hotbed of fascist propaganda. And when we scroll down, I believe I've highlighted it. No, it disappeared. So essentially, the article talks about how there are more hate speech opinions, which is all free speech. You're all allowed to say it, but it is, rather rude and offensive. But hey, you're allowed to say rude and offensive things as long as you're not hurting people. It's called free speech, right? But because of your free speech that he's allowing, I thought it's interesting. It goes down to, I thought the best thing about this article, you can see it right here. So, to safeguard the democratic potential of digital spaces, it is imperative to rethink the governance of social media. So, social media is good when it's censoring all these people and prohibiting free speech and making it so there's only one message, right? And so that's why we need to go back to safeguarding. It's all about safety, right? And we need to protect all these people from the mean words. And I just thought it's funny how CNN, this was such a perfect, the video is not playing, but this is from New York Post. CNN panelist claims X is ideologically balanced and cites network's own reporting. And when you look at it, I saw a survey this week. X is now the most ideologically balanced user platform of any platform, Jennings said during a CNN Newsnight on Monday. And then the panelist and television personality Carrie Chapman shot back, "You can't say that." Yeah, because the truth fucking hurts, don't it? So let's continue on. What else?
In context, he did it twice. Not once, but twice, to make sure everyone knew what he was doing. And then, after doing such a great job of defending Elon, he then starts defending Donald Trump. And his argument is, why in every speech is he trying to bring people together?
We'll come back to that speech point.
Literally turned people against Haitians in Springfield, saying they were eating the cats and the dogs.
So, Haitians in Springfield, but he also, I thought I'd go the extra mile and talk about Trump and his shithole country comments, because that's something Brandon didn't talk about. But I mean, if we're going to talk about Haitians in Springfield, we should also talk about Haitians and all of the shithole country remarks, right? Because I think that's something that you should talk about, right? And so I thought it would be fun to start this Haitian discussion with this clip right here. So let's hear from Trump's own mouth. This is back October 12th, 2016. Let's hear from Trump's own mouth his remarks about Haiti. Let's see.
During a recent trip to Florida, I had a chance to spend some time with the incredible residents of Little Haiti.
Incredible.
The Haitian community has contributed so much to this country and to this state. I also learned from them firsthand how much they despise the Clintons for what they did to the people of Haiti. New emails revealed today by ABC News show that during the deadly earthquake in Haiti, which killed over 150,000 people at least, the Clintons couldn't stop cashing in. As people were dying in Haiti, Clinton insiders were separating out requests from friends of Bill or William Jefferson Clinton VIPs so that their business interests or contracts would receive very special treatment. People who were labeled not friends of Bill were placed very much on the sidelines. In their biggest project, the Clintons used $400 million in aid and U.S. taxpayer funds to build what amounted to a massive sweatshop.
So when we put in context, because Haiti, he did call it a shithole country, right? However, before that, I wonder what was the context that led to it becoming a shithole country, right? Because just like he mentioned, we've got, here we go, government officials pledged billions in reconstruction aid for Haiti at a UN donor conference, but leaders and businessmen stressed private investment would be the key to improving the lot of the hemisphere's poorest nation. The effort to attract private is being led by former U.S. President Bill Clinton, the UN Special Envoy to Haiti, who since before the quake has been tasked with encouraging private companies to provide jobs in a country where 80% of the people live on less than $2 a day. Additionally, we've got over here from Ghana Business. So, Ghana Business News, right? So, here we go. Go down here. So the important part to look at in this is, so we pledged United States 1.15 billion and EU's pledge equivalent to more than 1.6 billion. And who's the Bill Clinton will co-chair the committee with Prime Minister Jean-Max Beliver, but it is a source of consternation among some Haitian lawmakers who want Preval's administration to publish a report on how aid money was spent in the initial aftermath of the disaster. Because we'll go over here. I think I've got one more. No, we don't have another one. Sorry. But it's incredible how we've donated, here we go, $9.9 billion to Haiti. And yet what happened to Haiti? Fast forward. Oh, that's right. We've got the gang leader Barbecue, who's now the most powerful man in Haiti as U.S. evacuates Americans. Let's see. What's this guy? This guy. I love this quote from this guy. So this guy, whose name is Jimmy Cherizier, the notorious leader, right? Barbecue, this guy, right? I am ready to make an alliance with the devil, ready to sleep in the same bed as the devil. And let's see, does it have, here we go. He's expelled from the force in 2018 for alleged ties to a number of horrific crimes, including the slaughter in the La Salle slums in which 71 people were killed, 7 women were raped, and 400 homes were burned down. So, hey, calling it a shithole country might be a little, brutal, right? However, let's see, is it down here? What does it say? Is it 80%? Of people inside. I have it down here. Stuff. My little highlights disappeared when I clicked off of them, but it's, here we go. It is now thought that 80% of the Haitian capital is controlled by these gangs. The gangs that Barbecue freed from jails. So, like. And let's go talk about, because now he also, so that was the Haitian shithole country, wanted to, because Brandon forgot to mention that stuff. He only wants to talk about the Haitian cats in Springfield, right? but I wanted to give the full context, you know, because that's something I do. You know, I'm delusional, you know, so I like providing full context. It's what projecting delusional people do. So let's take a look at what, Elon Musk and right-wing influencers use cannibal claims to smear Haitian immigrants amid crisis, right? And so I thought this was best because I love, and again, hey, this is on Twitter, so you could, whatever you want, think about Twitter, think what you want about Twitter. I like this guy, Tyler Oliveira. So during the last presidential debate, fact checkers at ABC News stated that Donald Trump's claims of the Haitian immigrants eating dogs and cats had no credible reports, according to the town's manager. Over the last 2 days, I've investigated the situation myself, interviewing locals. Many claim they've seen what ABC News hasn't. Here's what they said. And he has a 25-minute video.
Not fake news.
So a man was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. You don't mess around.
So this guy, hey, this is a white guy. He's just fucking paid off by the Trump team. He got paid off 30 years ago to move to Springfield to wait for this moment to where he could lie about Haitian immigrants, because obviously this guy's not telling the truth. Obviously this this YouTuber, Tyler Oliveira, is a YouTuber that just fucking makes videos like, and it's, you know, but hey, these guys are all paid off. This is all fake news. This is all, what is he called? Xenophobic? Let's see.
Xenophobic behavior like that is not bringing people together. Again, have pity on people living in denial, like this guy, projecting, denying reality, and not only that, but voting and enabling hate. Let's hear what other pearls of wisdom.
So I just thought that it'd be a fun little experiment to go through and address all of those things because, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm living in denial. I'm delusional. I'm denying all of these things in front of my eyes, all these different sources. They're all just made up in my head. I mean, like, come on. So let's continue along with this video.
He has to share.
Because I'm telling you, I got shit. And if I don't shit before work, it's game over. But so now, I digress. The point is that all of Trump's speeches and all of his rhetoric is about bringing the country together. And you might not have voted for him, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to fight for you and not going to fight for our country. Because no matter what you think, he wants to make America great again for Americans. And you might not have voted for him, you might hate him, but you are an American. Newsflash, surprise. But everyone's just so, it's incredible how they're brainwashed.
Oh my.
And again, now we're back to full circle. This is where he cuts off the entire second half of my video. So we'll let him finish. But then I wonder what in that whole second half of the video I talked about.
My friend, your face is going to be so delicious.
Oh, my face is going to be so delicious. Huh. Well, let's just see what I talk about. So, again, we go back.
What spawned this was this Aussie Man Reviews, who does like meme videos, voiceover videos. He's like, I sold my Tesla because Elon Musk's a Nazi.
So, I'm going to now, we're not going to watch it yet, but I'm now going to describe my context for that whole first half. Because that whole first half was really just a preamble to get to now this second part of the video, which is really the main, like, again, I talk about what inspired this video. I gave that little preface kind of like explaining, you know, trying to get like a little bit of my ideas like ready, right? But now we're going to actually talk about like the meat and potatoes and like what like actually spawned this video, which again, you know, is obviously what you want to leave out if you're just a grifter punching down on people trying to get negativity clicks. Like, I get it. But unfortunately, he fucked with the wrong person because I don't just grift for the sake of grifting. I have built my life around, you know, walking the walk. I don't just talk bullshit anymore. I just don't bullshit about people, punch down on people, make stuff for clicks for just to get, you know, people. It's like, oh, because we'll go over all the comments. I mean, the comments in his video are juicy, believe me. But I don't want this. I don't want to build this kind of community. What's the point of building a community of negativity? Is that going to help our society? Is that going to help our country? No. Like, that's why I feel bad for them, because this is what he's fostered. He's fostered an environment and a huge echo chamber of negativity, which does what? Does that get America anywhere? Does that do anything for anybody? So obviously he would want to leave out the second half of this video, but thankfully this is my channel, baby, and we gon' fucking get to the meat and potatoes.
And he posts a video where I thought he was going to give something a little bit more, insightful. But then he immediately goes right to the talking points of mainstream media and stuff. And it's like, fuck, man. I thought for a half second you had a brain. And then you just admitted that it's like, okay, guys, take the head out, throw the brain out. Okay, let's go back to the video. So what he did,
he meaning I'm now, my pronouns were a little all over, but I'm describing Aussie Man Reviews video and what I think happened through it, which we'll go over again and see firsthand what Aussie Man's video was.
is he posted the full context, showing that Elon was saying, my heart goes out to you, right? And shows that he does the salute, backwards, right? And that it wasn't just like a getting up in front of people Nazi, right? Except then he talks about how, wow, that was Elon Musk, wow, that was so animated. Oh my God, we've never seen him that animated before. And it's like, brother, did you watch the whole clip? Like how you're pretending you watched the whole clip? Because if you watched the whole clip, you would have seen this autistic retard jumping onto the fucking stage like a fucking baby because he's got the social awareness of a fucking 6-year-old jumping around on the fucking stage doing all this bullshit.
He was not jumping around.
But you don't consider that bursting onto the stage? You don't look at that context at all? And it's just like...
Okay, so now let's see the actual Aussie Man review video, and let's see how it, compares to my, what I thought in my head. Again, what I was making the video about. So let's watch it together.
Hey, yarn, you big
It's
bloody
only the
beautiful
first minute.
bastards. Here's me face. Unless you've been living under a rock lately, most of you already know Elon Musk whipped out a contentious salute gesture bodily arm movement at the US presidential inauguration last week. Let's look at it again. Let's do it.
Thank you.
And again, so no, Aussie Man's puts in that he's going to put the whole context. So I mean, like, hey, Aussie Man's starting off, he shows the, the edited clip, but then he's like, don't worry, I'll show the full clip. So I'm sitting here watching and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so he did that twice. And look, most of you have probably made up your minds in regard to how you see the salute gesture, whether you think it was his heart going out to Republican American voters and the people in the room specifically.
My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you.
Or you think it was a signal and a show of support for white supremacy, white power, and neo-Nazis.
Hey, Vineyard!
I reckon we can for certain say that it was belligerent. There was physical exertion due to the rapid movement. And there was conviction in it. His body language was not limp. The second one was a little limpy and floppy, but that first salute gesture, come on, it fucking burst out of the gates like bloody Farlap or Seabiscuit.
So this is the point where, so if you remember my description, so he talks about showing the salutes and stuff, but then he makes this joke about bursting onto Seabiscuit, which is where I'm like, well, has he seen the actual clip of it? And so I'm sorry, I did not have this one ready. So Elon Musk inauguration speech. So I'm sorry I didn't have this one ready. So here we go. Boom. Here's the full clip.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Elon Musk.
Notice how he's just walking. He's not jumping. So I was wrong on that, right? However, let's see what happens. Okay. Playing music. Starting to get it in. Starting to fucking fist bump. Comes out. Yes! Comes out. Does a full autism screech, breaking the mic, right?
This is what victory feels like. Yeah!
So he wasn't jumping around like a Mexican like bean thing like I had said in my video, right? However, I would definitely say that of the salutes, right? Of the level of intensity, him screaming, breaking the mic, and coming out and fucking like EDM headbanging and like slamming his foot. It's not like, to me, it was not like he hadn't shown any, like, the way Ozzy Man kind of presented it and then had made a joke about, as it was like, oh, well, this is coming bursting out like Seabiscuit. Well, if something was going to come bursting out, wouldn't it be him fucking coming out to the mic, screaming into the mic? Like, is that not... Is that not a burst? So that was... Now you've seen the two clips of what I'm describing. So let's go back to my video.
These people will do anything to live in this reality that mainstream media has presented to them. And I feel bad. I really feel bad, because if you think you're such a good person, why don't you give people the benefit of the doubt? If you think you're a good person, why don't you listen to some Donald Trump streams where he says the exact opposite of what you pretend he is.
So that's a good point. Let's take a look at some of these Trump speeches. Let's see what he talks about. So this is the RNC speech by Donald Trump. Let's see, what does he have to say?
Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
So it's not, he started it in the first minute, it's what lasted over, but notice how within the first minute of his speech, he's talking about all Americans, every race, every color, every type of American. He's talking about every single one of you. Unless black people can't be gay, unless black people can't be trans, Hispanic people can't, like, is there now, does he have to include all of that? Or are you not who you are first, or are you only your identity, right? Because I like to think that talking about every American means every American. Let's see, what else does he say?
The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America.
Literally, within the first 2 minutes of his speech, okay, so maybe you might have said, oh, well, okay, well, trans isn't a nationality. He should have said that. Well, so now he directly called out the other half, the people that didn't vote for him, saying that he needs to bring the country and heal the country because there's no point in winning for just the one person. So that's one speech. And that was, when was that? 6 months ago, July 19th. Damn. Well, I wonder what he says next. Let's see, what's this next one? So this is his full speech on election night after he wins the presidency. Let's see what he has to say there. This is few months later.
Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a
40 seconds into his speech, he's talking about healing the country.
country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your
45th. So again, thanking the American people. And you could say, oh, well, he didn't say the American people on both sides. I don't think he has to. It's following the same, everything's following along the same lines. He's talking about healing the country, talking about working for the American people. Interesting. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, so here's another one. He's got the inauguration speech 2025. What does he have to say in this one? This was a few days ago.
Very simply put America first.
Oh, sorry.
During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
So again, we'll go back to my video. But I just thought, you should, if you've never seen some of his election speeches, if you've never seen some of his speeches, there's this interesting, concept that you should believe, look at what my eyes are showing me. I don't need to, give people the benefit of the doubt. I look at what's in front of my eyes. Well, if you're looking at what's in front of your eyes, what about the last 3 speeches that he's given where he talks about healing the country, bringing people together, not being a president for one side? Like, where does this whole we're fighting against each other, Republican people hate stuff? And this is exactly why, we'll finish my video, why I feel bad for these delusional people. Because if they would watch any of this stuff, I mean, he's the first 2 minutes of his speeches, he's talking about healing the country and making it better for everybody. So let's finish the video out.
It's just fucking depressing, man. Because, like, these people, are they just lost? Do they have to, does their dad have to die? Does their mom have to die? Is the last thing in the will have to say, you need to watch Donald Trump's speech for them to fucking change their minds? Or are they just gone forever? No matter what happens, they'll never admit reality. Like, they're just going to live in denial their whole lives. I mean, hey, maybe that's the case. Smoke grass, eat ass, BSing to each other. See ya in the next video, RuneScape.
Oh yeah, so I've got RuneScape. I promote my RuneScape diss track. But that really, comes and brings it all full circle. Is that, I agree with this whole look at what's in front of my eyes and like, oh, I see him doing the Nazi salute, so obviously he's a Nazi, and obviously he hates our country and is splitting us apart and war between of us and all this shit. When if you just watched the clips and you looked with your eyes, you would see that it's just not the case. And that was the point of this video. But hey, I don't blame the guy for hiding behind a AI, Reddit, meme video, because if I looked like this, I probably would too. I'm just kidding. That's my last. I won't make any physical jokes. Unlike his comments, which let's go through bonus section. Let's read some of his comments. So, especially his total normal left eyebrow. And then I talk about how I shaved my eyebrow for a Yankees player. I love the Yankees, sports, hobbies, trying to, kind of explain a little bit of that, right? And one of his commenters says, "Ha, and is that better somehow?" Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you just wanted to take a shit on me. I thought maybe humanizing and maybe like, does this guy not have any hobbies? Does he not have any sports team? Does he not do anything to support any of that? Is he not interested in anything like that? Because again, that would really suck if you had no hobbies, nothing that you could relate to, and you were just there to be negative like that. This is why I have pity on these people. Let's see what other great ones we got. That dude just looks crazy. Oh, more comments about my looks. Nice. It's my own eyes that just saw a Nazi salute. Just stop it. My own ears as well just heard Trump talking about bringing the country together. But hey, what the fuck does that? That's delusional. I suspect that meth is also part of his morning routine. More comments about me being a drug addict, despite the fact I'm sober, because obviously I'm a delusional drug addict that posts videos on the YouTube. I mean, obviously, right? That's just... Number one, Peloton is toast, my guy. Second, the MAGA folks declared war on us first. Did they declare war? Or was the first thing that the president said when he became RNC is that he's going to heal the country and bring us together? Ugh. I'm sorry, it's opposite day. It's opposite day. That's why I'm so silly. I totally forgot it was opposite day. And shout out number one mass boy to think that I can afford a Peloton. The Boring Channel 2027. Only the wisest of humans wear multiple gold chains while exercising. Ah, yes. I forgot my gold chains that were given to me by my dead grandparents, who I wear because I honor my family and I love and cherish my memories with them. And they're of a quality to which I can sweat and I can wear whatever and it doesn't degrade the chains. I mean, yes, that's one thing that my parents did spend a lot of money on, is that they're of a very nice quality of gold so that it doesn't fuck with my skin or doesn't fuck with anything. But I forgot I should just take them all off. I should not pay homage to my grandparents and stuff. I'm just a cracked out delusional tweaker. Oh, what other gold ones we got? Here we go. Broadcasting and farting live from his mommy's unfinished basement studio bedroom. And then I comment, can you believe that I own my house outright and I installed that basement gym myself? I mean, I guess you can, considering it's lit up by LED string lights, which is literally, I have LED clap on, clap off string lights in the basement. And we've got Choke on Hamburger, who said, "You're still lost, bro." Oh, I forgot. I mean, like, why would you humanize someone else who's just a delusional tweaker who hates you? It's not like he's just a fucking regular guy baking shit, doing shit work. Obviously, he's just some delusional tweaker living in his mom's basement, making videos on the internet. Obviously. What else we got here? Every single one of them has crazy eyes. Them? Huh. I wonder if there was another group of people in history that made excuses for what they did to people by turning them into others, turning them into them, as opposed to treating them like fellow Americans and fellow human beings. I wonder if there was another group of people that did that. Hey, we won't talk. We don't need to go into it. Let's see. The guy on the bike needs to stop because it appears to be turning him into a simpleton. Another Peloton joke, I think. Kind of classic. But, like, again, respect that it's like, oh, I forgot. Staying in shape, trying to be healthy, I forgot that makes me retarded. I forgot. That's how I become stupider. Let's see, what else? Oh, I love this one. I want to reclaim my time, please. I still can't get over that this guy made a video about me. I guess it's because it was so easy to clip out the first from the second half and to ignore all context and just to beat down on someone, especially if you're a grifter, that's your goal. Like, if you're a failed comedian whose comedy hasn't popped off, but you're able to cater to people on the internet who don't give a shit about that and just want to be full of hate and just want to punch down on people, like, yes, obviously I'm an easy target. Duh. So I mean, like, yeah, and I feel a little bad for him because, like, man, 12 viewers and he was suggested my video. Let's see what else we got. Oh, for the love of God, he got up in the morning and decided that video was a good idea. Gotta give him credit for non-self-awareness. like non-self-awareness where it's like literally the whole second half of the video is clipped out. In addition to that, the YouTuber himself, Dark Brandon, would have had to either look me up or been suggested my videos, or that's the kind of stuff that he looks for to get promoted. But I'm the one with I'm lacking the self-awareness now. It's like, would the guy who's making the video punching down on someone who gets 12 viewers, should we not think about that a little bit more? Nah, fuck it, come on. I'm delusional. I'm a tweaking delusional crazy person. This guy seriously looks like he's tweaking on stuff. It's weird. I've never looked at someone and thought, wow, this person is tweaking pretty bad right now. And I love all of these tweaker jokes because I'm sober. And I've been exercising to work to assist in the sobriety. But it's like, it's no. None of that stuff. None of that health benefits. None of that. I'm obviously just on drugs. Let's see. What other great comments we got? Don't take drug kicks. Lunatic. He's actually mentally ill. Pity him. Oh. Let's see. This dude would make a solid flat earther, claiming to do research while in reality he just took out his phone and started spewing drivel. Yeah, that's claiming to do research, the last like 3 hours of 10 minutes of streaming, preparing all of this, knowing all of this stuff, bringing it up. Obviously, that's just all. I just pulled that out of my ass. None of these sources, I made up all of these sources. All of these firsthand accounts, I actually AI deep faked all of those right now. And so it's a good thing that I didn't record that part, and me making all of these AI deep fakes of the New York Post, of CNN, of the Rolling Stone. It's a good thing that I didn't record myself making all those AI deep fakes, because this is all, obviously I'm just a delusional tweaker. Let's see, what else we got? Been wondering something for a while. When did watching TikTok videos and scrolling through social media become research? Oh, because that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what I did, dude. All of this, everything we've talked about, it's just watching TikTok and scrolling through social media, which I don't even have any profiles of. So I love this one. Why does anyone feel the need to defend other people for their actions and speech? I never speak for anyone but myself. We only know our own intent, never anybody else's. Actions and speech will show you the kind of people they are. Keep your eyes and ears open. They're showing and telling us what kind of people they are. Kendrick Lamar said it best, they're not like us. Keep your eyes and ears open, you say. They're showing and telling us what kind of people they are. So but I forgot. It was when Trump was saying that he wants to heal the country during all those speeches. It was opposite day every single time he was talking about it was opposite day. Obviously, I mean, otherwise, what am I supposed to believe? Trump when he says that he's trying to heal America? Only a delusional person would think that. And so, there we go. That's everything. I'm done. Holy shit. What a fucking ride. If you've managed to watch all of this, shout out to you. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to anybody who came through, subscribed to the channel, anything like that. If you think that I put in work into this video, you should check some of the other shit I got, because this was fucking a light work. Anyways, smoke grass, eat ass, be excellent to each other, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Deuces.